That's really cool. Look how pretty. Look how that X is in there. Something going on with these boulders right here. Look at that. That's sideways. That's interesting. That's probably their work. Look. Pine cones, sideways blinds. That tree was huge. It really should have fell this way. Right? I'm not saying it's not possible, but it really should have fell that way. For sure. We got another teepee. Oh, look at here. Tell me that's not a footprint. Just tell me it's not a footprint. I dare you.
Oh, it looks like a footprint.
Yeah.
What about that one right there?
I don't know, but look at this right next to it. How could it not be a footprint? It's a footprint. Hey, he's walking right in. Cause dude, me and you are the only ones that have ever been here before. I swear on that right here. Like, seriously, right? Are you kidding me?
The lumberyard.
No one's ever been here before. No one's ever been to the lumberyard either. I'd be more willing to believe people have found that spot than this. That spot's more visually exciting, but it's easier to get to than here. You'd have to walk, what? Let's be honest. Is it 4 miles from here? 3 miles? 3 miles? Look. Yeah, it looks like it looks amazing. Like, really, especially guys, sometimes when I say that, because I'm looking at that, not just in my eyes, but I look at the screen, because what it does is it undistracts you from everything else. So I can look in the forest on my screen and really see like how incredible that is. With footprints next to it. I'm still following the footprints. This guy's a big dude. Like his foot isn't that big, but he must be heavy because he's perch. Because he's making some real like sinking footprints. It's never really soft here, even when it's wet. You'll get more of a footprint here when it's wet, but not too much. It's just, you know, underneath this is all rocks. So we came too far. Too far. Yeah, but that's cool. Let's go. We got to turn right here. We made up a new way, and it didn't work. It's the mountain can kill you. That's why you gotta be careful. But sometimes when that happens, you get some great stuff. When you get to places that you didn't mean to get, you didn't want to get to. Sometimes by an accident can find you great stuff. I should say a lot of times. Like being lost and stuff. I mean, that's a little bit unreal right there.
Oh yeah.
You guys seeing this? You get the two. The two are they're saying yes. Callie, Mark, you're 100% correct. Look up there. Hey, look at that stick. Look at that. There's a stick right in there. This is stuck in. What about looking in there? Here, hold on. Watch this. I can't climb up there, guys. I'm just gonna go like this. It's nothing, sorry, but it's the only way I can get up 6 feet. I'm interested in this stick right here. Oh, there's a seat right there. Right behind there. This is a great spot. Over now. X. Teepee structure. Look at that structure down there, guys. Callie, look in the camera. And then here's some place we've never been. We're trying to cut through. You gotta be careful here. You can make a huge mistake and end up stuck on this side because we have to go through a giant valley. It's so hard. It may be one of the, what do you think? That's one of the last times we go to the courts because that, That is just ridiculous.
It was odd up there. I don't know.
Yeah, look, he came this way. Probably like a big moose. There's no, I don't know. I get fishy when I can't tell anything. So if I can't see moose prints, which they leave so easily, I get a little bit suspicious. And especially when it looks like a footprint. Look at that. That's wild. Why here? Energy. See how, now watch, Callie, you bet you didn't even look at the sticks. Look. Touching, out. Touching. No, everything's connected. Look at the X right there. Look at that. See, they're sitting here. They were sitting right here. Look, this is me and you. Look at my camera. This is me and you. Like, oh, two complete idiots walking over here. We go up that way every single time. I don't even think we'd look this way. No. Look at this. This is on the pinecone piles, right? So this is what I claim, you guys. This is where they eat, okay? It's not squirrels. Squirrels don't eat in the same place. Look. This is their teeth marks. I was just talking about these kind of bones. This is the one Dan had. Dan has one. Yeah. See, look, it's has real teeth. Where the hell's the camera? Real teeth marks. See that? And it's on. Don't mess with me, man. Holy X of the century.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Underneath one. Yeah, that's how it's coming.
Yes, look.
The other one.
Look at this. And then they have these boulders back here. I'm gonna take this because some people love this. They're like, Mark, give me one of those things they chewed on. I'm like, okay. Like, I don't want it, but some people want it, so. Can't say triple X. It's a movie. I'm just kidding. Look at this X, you guys. X of this, like, this is the X of the day. Want to call it the X of the day? What do you mean you think so? What X did we see that even compares to the size of that thing? You guys, look at that. Look at that thing. And then it's not only is it 1X, right? Look. How many X's is it, Callie? 3? Look at that. Now we're talking. You know, that's like the type of stuff we see by that lumber yard, you know what I mean? That's the next spot. Like, well, I don't know. We're playing it by ear for tomorrow. The weather's crazy. So I might not come out here alone tomorrow if the weather's really bad, because we got to go far here, you guys. We did, how many miles do you think we did today? Just take a guess. He said a lot. I don't know. People ask me, so I usually say like what I think the mileage was, because I usually don't keep track. But I like to tell you guys, like, I think it was like 7 miles today. I find that I'm usually pretty close. It's so easy to figure it out. Is that a spot or is that a spot? I gave him 2 answers that were the same. That way he couldn't argue with me. Me and Callie have been getting along great today. We've been having a blast, actually. The whole survival thing, I think. Hey, wouldn't you say that was kind of fun, actually? Making the fire and all that? Yeah, we realized we didn't want to, but once we did it, like it was warm and I was so cozy in this little corner, and look at this. Why can't I just say, look at this? I gotta say, look at this. I mean, I'm so zapped or something, you guys. I feel like like I've been drinking. Yeah, it's like I had a couple drinks. It's not like weed. It's like, you know, you're like kind of like slurry a little bit when they're inside your head. And trust me, they are right now. Callie, he doesn't know. They do it to him all the time. He has no idea. And I look at him and his eyeballs are rolling around in circles practically. And he's not aware of it, you know? It takes us some time. You know, you got to spend a lot of time out here to start. And you know what it is too? It's not just the time, it's the video. Wow, look at that. Hey, Callie, did you see the Trident X right there? That's a spot and a half that we miss. We walk right by it somehow. Remember, look, what did I tell you today? The first time I got zapped here was right here. Remember, I walked in there. I found you at the garbage can, because you found the fake garbage can. And then I was standing right over there, never seeing any of that. zapped that in my brain going, Callie just walked up, he's fine. I'm just sitting here zapped. And it happened right at these rocks, and I'll never forget it because I was aware of it. That's pretty exciting to me. You don't find that spot exciting right there? That we've missed it 4 times?
We get like a block. Every time we walk this way, we can't really...
Are you speaking English? Is that, what is that, is that Colombian? What is that? Where are you from?
America.
You guys zap me every time I walk by those bushes. That, I think, is funny. Like, I'm actually liking this. I think it's hilarious that you guys are doing that to me. There's no doubt it hit me like a ton of bricks. I knew exactly what happens every time I walk by here. Don't tell me those are faces. Although they might be. That's where some of those little ones go. Look. Everywhere you look, X on the ground. Bend. Ooh, big old moose there. That's a moose. Or a big elk. Here, typically, it would be a moose. Good. That's a good X. Hey, look, Callie, it's a moving X. So we've got a little weather today, as you probably know by now. Footprints. Hey, remember last year we found footprints all through here too? Yeah. This is right below the courts, and there's symmetrical X's everywhere. And the ground changes. This is such a spot. You guys, I can't tell you what you got to go through to get up here. Little people. Little beings. I say, who cares about these X's? Let's get out of this wind. Let's go. Look over there. Time stamps.
I found this amazing thing here. Mark is going to say he did.
I found that. I found everything. Let's go this way. Some charcoal. Like from an old fire here. You guys look, I found a Sasquatch highway. Look, it's so marked. Look. Quartz. Trail marker. Hey, this is Sasquatch highway. You got quartz, leaner, bridge. It's like the bridge place. Except that place is even cooler. Nice. The nice part about filming in 1080 is I can get a lot of footage. I know I looked in that thing.
Did you? Nothing.
Right? Is it a seat or anything?
No, I mean, it's like a little bit, it's just, you can sit in there and you'd be fine.
That would have been good when it was raining. I mean, nothing. This is definitely a little hideout.
You can sit in there for hours and not be fine.
Oh, yeah. Definitely a little perch in there. You can sit in there and not get any rain, anything, you guys. The top of it's out here. You could go way in there. That would have been a good spot, huh?
Yeah.
When that rain came in, we would have been good there. Yeah, I just find this interesting. So we determined that we have been to this spot. You sure that wasn't the day we got super lost? Remember, wasn't it me and you, we walked like 6 miles on the road? Or was that me just by myself? I can't remember. It was impossible to tell whether my car was parked, which way it was. I had no idea. I was just happy to find the road. You could not tell. I asked some redneck guy, I'm like, did you see a truck? He's like, you mean the Suburban? That guy? Yeah. Isn't that what you said earlier, Kelly, the Suburban? You mean the Suburban? No, the Denali. He's like, you mean the Suburban? Look at that.
It's a good spot, actually.
Oh, that's a spot and a half. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Look at the bends. I think we went up there. We can't get to where we're going that way. I want to be inside this little world here. Never avoid Bigfooting when possible. I just said we walked in this crazy place. Yeah, it's not that pretty, but I was like, you know how many people would give anything to stand here? Right where Sasquatch made this? You know, don't get spoiled. I said. Because it's something special here. Look at the top of that. I mean,
It's pretty big.
look at this thing. Right here. That's what's so cool. They really confuse you constantly when you go back. That's why it's easy to get lost. GPS is just another thing when you're walking 8 miles that you don't want on you because it's just so heavy, you guys. You got to understand what it's like to be out here. I had to completely lighten up today to go this far because your pack can kill you, and especially if you're in a rush. You know, you got one day in and out. You're doing 10 miles. You got to film all the structures in between. Look at this.
It's all connected.
It's all connected. Yeah, this is actually part of a video that Callie and I did called The Connected Forest. And everything here is connected. Look at that. What is that up there? Looks like a face to me. Look where it is. It's like they have like their invisible platform up there. It's crazy. All right, I gotta catch him. Oh. Guys, look at this little spot. Some of these little clips are gonna be quick because we're still moving. Such a spot. Now, what we're just saying, what's so great about that is that we know this spot. We know this trail. Even though it's not a trail, it's just like a Bigfoot trail. And none of this stuff was there last year. So there's so much more ground stuff. So that's exciting to me. It's not like they're doing more structures, they're doing more, you know, blocking. It was almost like we came through here and they didn't like it or something. So down there is really special. I hope we can get down there on the way back. Look at that, you guys. Did we think this boulder was put up there? I mean, it sure looked, we don't really think it, but it sure looks like it. If that boulder was put up there, they have like anti-gravity. Look at this.
I love the rock.
Remember we were finding all the paths, remember?
The steps.
They do this here.
Here.
That's why this is a perfect example. Look, all the way through. I think it's because they walk on them. It's like they don't even touch the ground sometimes. See, they make these paths, you guys. That's why we filmed this all last year, where they lay all these things out and make paths. Some of you will remember that. And this is a great example of why I say don't use your little spot that you go into and think that's what everyone else has. You got to leave an open mind to this. I would love to stop talking about that. Just everyone have an open mind. It's so easy. Like, you know, if you doubt me, just all I'm saying is give me that chance. If you give me that chance, I will not let you down. I promise you will believe. Look at that thing. Just ripped right out of the ground. Look at that. Triangle. Decorated boulders. You know what stinks eventually today? I have to get a cell phone video. I'm not happy about that. Because this is our second trek out today. Callie, did you see this? Did you see that? That rock?
That one there too. Look, look. These are placed here also.
Do you look at this? There's a whole like world right here.
It is. Look in between. There's a little window right here, Mark.
I'm gonna start feeling the wind up here. It is a windy day.
Got a little window here.
Look at this. Yeah, they love to look out like that. That's where I get that from, just like a place like this. They'll see you. This is his view. They'll see you walking down there and boom. At least that's how I've seen it. Wait a sec.
Nice 360.
Nice X back there too.
Hey, can you sign a waiver? You're gonna show up in my video. Thanks.
I got an error. I refuse to let you use my likeness. Look, I'm too expensive. I'm free, so if you need me in your video, it's free. Look, over here. Like on the YouTube, it says, for business inquiries, here's the email. It's like, don't even inquire, it's free. I'll just show up. Look right there. Ooh.
What do you think?
Spot.
Spot, right?
Oh my God.
I think so.
I mean, we're not even looking at the stuff on the ground. If you weren't standing in front of my ex,
I filmed the whole entire.
let me explain something. Let me explain something to you. This is my ex.
That's your ex?
Yeah.
Well, your people can come see the ground stuff in my video.
My gold. It's my gold. It's mine. It's mine. You ever see the old Daffy Duck commercial cartoon when he finds the pearl or whatever? It was Bugs Bunny, and they're in the cave. He's like, "It's mine. It's mine. It's all mine." That's what I'm gonna do when I find a pearl here. Like, just leave Cali. I'll be running through the forest with gold. Look what I noticed. Just kidding. You know, if I said that, Cali found it. Look at how it's just sitting there. Rock on top of boulder. There's quartz. Look at the quartz underneath it, Cal. You guys look at that. Something's going on here. This is how they do it, you know? I can't. I was just before we turned the cameras on, I was telling Callie, I'm like, I can't figure this part. This is one of the amazing mysteries of this world that I come to here, where we're going. It's in between, and it doesn't mean they're not here. It's just still an in between for me, kind of mentally, because it's so bizarre up there. I give you a little bit by the fire. We really had a good. That's a perch. That's gotta be. So watch this. This X should be here. Let me try to find it. There's one of my favorite X's. There it is. There it is. I was gonna save some video, but this is the dead giveaway. So everything that you see here is all Sasquatch. So look at this. And I'm going to show you why. I know for sure, because some of it is a little questionable. Like, oh, the tree. Look at, the trees are on every boulder in this entire forest. There's a tree put on a boulder. There it is. Look, it's gotten older.
This is the best X you said. Best
well, last year it's a really good X, yeah. And look right here. Look right in front of it. It's just, I mean, come on.
It is.
Look in the camera. Let your camera see the camera. You know what I mean? It's the best. It's one of the best X's. The thing is insane. Yeah, it's also gotten a little older looking since we were here. Yeah. But it's this is how you know, you guys, all of that. And then there's a structure here. See it? This is how you know, right there, that everything we were just in, even though I didn't film a lot in there because we were really just trying to survive. Man, it went. That's why you got to always be prepared out here. You would think you just need a t-shirt. If we had t-shirts on, I don't know if we would have made it, honestly. It's right. It got so cold.
You were gonna leave that jacket, right?
We went right through here, didn't we?
For a second, you were gonna leave it.
Yeah. When we were first coming up the.
And I said,
hey,
bring it.
There.
Say that again.
Why would those 3 branches be right there?
They wouldn't be.
They wouldn't be.
I just wanted you to get. I wanted to get it on camera.
Mark's on point today. He's on point.
I don't know about that. Actually, if anything, I feel like me and you were both like just clueless to that. Like we can't, because we need to be at another spot.
Right.
And we're stuck here, so we have to literally walk out 3 miles and go.
Why have we been stuck here for the past?
Look at the walking behind this. It's just all disturbed. You see that? Remember, it doesn't have to. The more unexplainable disturbances, the more it's them. They're standing right here.
if we would have walked away, we would have never seen this.
No, I filmed it from the other side and never saw that.
That's why it's important to
You see that? That's so important right here.
sit back and
Yes, look at the walking behind this structure. Look at this. Look at the ground that bends. It's amazing in here. The video gets better if I talk like this. If I whisper and pretend like there's Bigfoots here, you'll be more into it. Instead of just be myself, you know. It's what I want to do, you know. It's from the beginning. I've always tried to keep this is like down to earth. I don't know what words to use, like as down to earth as possible. I just want you to see a real person in here. Hey, that leaner a trident right there? Some kind of trident. Yeah, look at that. Right there. A trident right there. Somewhere in there. I just wanted, you know, to keep this. I see these other videos and people are such tryhards. You know, their intro, their this, their that, their t-shirts, their the, you know, the guy tries to be, hey, look at that, Callie. Look right here. I tell you, sometimes you got to just sit in one spot forever. Look at it, look up there. That's amazing to me. So it's, I don't know, it's somehow part of this all.
yeah, it is.
Look at the forked leaner. That's just leaning there. You see that? What's on top? Is that wood? You guys, what is? I just see like something sticking out. Is it a rock or is it wood? It's wood. Okay. It's like, oops. Yeah. Wow. Callie's like, yeah, Mark's on point, and I was thinking. Yeah, I'm seeing stuff, but I'm thinking the opposite. Like, my brain isn't working at all. Like, something's wrong today. Here. Watch your step. He's already dead. I'm like, watch your step. We're out.